Hi everybody, it's Alex Newton from K-lytics, today with the Kindle market trends for September 2017, so let's have a look. I still owe you an answer on the question of how to get back the full transparency of Amazon's search results. You remember about 1 or 2 months ago, Amazon started removing the number of search results by category or the number of books by category on the sidebar display. What I mean with this is the following here. You see the sidebar here, arts and photography, biographies, memoirs. It only shows the name of the category. What the sidebar used to display, however, was this. You had here, for example, the category science fiction and fantasy. When you clicked on it, fantasy, and then you got all those subcategories, and it showed you in brackets the number of titles in a category. Or, for that matter, when you typed in a search, it showed you the number of search results in respective product categories. And what the sidebar looks like now is this. Any additional detail is gone. So you only have here the names of the categories. And if you have a search, it looks like this. If you type, for example, in search for, say, Western romance books on Kindle, it would display here at the top, well, in total it's 32,000 search results, but you see here it says there's a category Western romance, romantic comedy, contemporary Western fiction, and so on, inspirational romance. So it shows you here categories. In the old days, you had here in brackets the exact number of search results by category. Now, the good news is the information is not entirely gone. You can still get the information, but it is cumbersome. So this is how you do it. How to get category sizes now. Now, basically what you have to do, if you have the sidebar, you have to open each category in a new browser tab by clicking on it while holding down the control key, for example, in the Explorer browser, in the Chrome browser. So this is how it looks like. If you're here in Kindle eBooks, for example, scroll a bit down. Here you get all the 30 main categories on the Kindle store. Now hold down the control key and then hover over arts and photography, click on it, and you see here it will open a new tab. Then biographies, business and money, children's ebook. You just click here on a whole number of them. Or for that matter, if you are, say, in a you can do this for the sub and sub categories. So say you are in romance Kindle ebooks and you scroll down and wanted to know, well, what is currently the size of the category African American romance or clean romance. Click on it, and each time I do this, I do it with the control key held down, and this will open here these new tabs. So for example, the first one we opened was arts and photography. Now the number of categories in that arts and photography category is still there, and the way to get it is very simple. You then scroll down and find the number of books or the number of search results in a given category. So here in the store right now, you scroll down and see the information is still there, but it's pretty much hidden. Here it is. So 280,000 books in the Kindle store for arts and photography as ebooks. Or here, the last tab we opened was on clean and wholesome romance. And if you click further down, so it shows you here romance, clean and wholesome romance in the sidebar. And then if you go all the way down, it shows you, it's currently 3,478 results in the Kindle store for Kindle ebooks in romance, in clean and wholesome. And this works similarly for search results. Say you wanted to have all English books for whatever paleo diet, and you clicked on it, sort by relevance, and click search. Then here it would still display at the top the total number of search results for this search English books in Kindle store paleo diet. But then here, see again, it used to have numbers in brackets where it says in those categories here how many of these books are found in each of these Kindle categories. And the way to get it is, you click on it, open it in a new tab or in the same window if you want, but then you see here it will display at the top, okay, it's 1,635 titles in diets and in health, fitness and diets and weight loss, diets, paleo. Now, this is obviously cumbersome, but we do know how important the size of a category is to measure its competitiveness. And finding the category size for, more than 3,000 sub and sub categories is obviously very cumbersome. So if you're a member here in the K-lytics members area, for example, as an elite member, you click on your elite reports. We're just about to finalize the September data, but here, let's take August as an example. You simply go to your database of the 3,000 sub and sub categories, move the cursor here to the right, and here you have the value, the number of titles in each of the categories, and if you wanted to have, let's say, what are the smallest categories that are still available where you can, for example, easily rank because there's only 1 or 2 or 3 titles in it, just sort it by ascending order, and you get a couple of those. And if you want to confine the search results, obviously that if you wanted to have, say, only the smallest categories in a certain main category, you know how to do that by simply putting an additional filter on the respective main category you want to have a look at. So let's say history, and this will give you then, once you click OK, it will give you all the sizes of categories in the history department. And of course you have all the other values like prices, sales volume, etc. as well. So good news is the data is still there. Bad news is it's pretty cumbersome to get it, but this has shown you how to do it. And obviously if you need this information on a regular basis, best thing is to sign up with the K-lytics Elite membership so that you have, as a publisher, always the whole data set of performance data for the categories. Now let's also have a look at other things that happened here in September. So first of all, a couple of non-fiction related items here. Self-help, as you've seen now over the months, it has had this tremendous upturn here leading up to 2017, and now in 2017, for the first time, I think self-help has really put itself here into a stable, well-performing category on Kindle. If you're interested, have a look at our 2017 self-help study that you can get at K-lytics/self-help, self-help with a hyphen. By the way, in nonfiction, we also saw an interesting increase over the last 18 months in the interest for parenting and relationship-related books. The overall sales level here, this is the average across the top 100, which is here 6,500, is obviously still in absolute terms not like super high, but the trend is upwards. And for those of you who are into e-cookbooks, the peak is usually obviously always towards end of the year, Christmas here, Christmas up to January. So this year, the increase here from July to September is a little higher than last year, so seems to look pretty good for what we are approaching this year. In fiction, we see a very stable top performing trend here for the romance category, very high up there, the average sales rank across the top 100 titles here, scratching at the 100 mark again, which is like extremely good. Prices are have recovered just above $3 again, which is good news. The overall long-term trajectory trend here is slightly downwards though, which you have to take into account. Also, mystery, thriller and suspense sales, have had here a very good summer this year. And unlike in romance, MTS ebook prices are very stable and in a higher range. So here the average is currently at around $6 as opposed to romance, where we've seen an average of around $3. Also, sci-fi and fantasy sales are stable and high, and also the pricing has come back up here in 2017. So please have a look at our members area for all the genre and custom research reports that are currently available, of which there are quite a few currently. And for the basic information, you've seen parts of it here in this report. There's always no need to take notes. If you haven't downloaded a free copy yet, you can do so at k-lytics.com/free report, free report with a hyphen. So I wish you a good start and good success with your writing and publishing projects in this autumn season. Please come check us out at k-lytics.com. That's k-lytics.com. This is Alex Newton from K-lytics, ebook market intelligence for success.